Folks, the main crude contract, that oil contract, well, it just stopped trading moments ago. Crude oil now about $47, to $10 a barrel. This after yesterday's more than 300% drop in value. I want to bring in Canary LLC CEO Dan Eberhart to help break this down for us. Dan, you're in the industry. You see it firsthand. We had John Hoffmeister on earlier today. He's not as worried as the markets seem to be. Because I guess your industry has been through so many ups and downs, but no industry has been seeing what we've seen, where the economy, the global economy, has effectively been shut off. What does this really mean for your industry?
Well, I think it's bad, but I think that some of the media reports and the coverage yesterday of oil going negative was pretty hyperbolic. But, you know, that's just the May contract expiring, and now we've rolled over to the June contract. But you know, the industry sees booms and busts. I like to say that 2 or 3 years out of every 10 is just awful for oil and gas. But this is definitely, I think, a career worst situation right now. But you know, I'm hopeful that when America gets back to work, we're going to see supply and demand cross, and the situation will get better.
Well, Dan, what's the break even for the average U.S. producer? I've read it's around $30 a barrel. We're well below there, no matter how you measure it. There's a lot of talk about the industry during the good times, the expansion, the credit, the availability of credit, the high risk debt. That maybe there's at least on the lower end of your industry, something of a powder keg. Could that be true?
Oh, I think that's absolutely true. Rystad's come out with data, and I kind of generally support this, but saying that at $10 oil, we're probably looking at about 1,100 bankruptcies, and at $20 oil, we're probably looking at about 500 bankruptcies. I think the bottom 25 or 30% of the oilfield service sector have balance sheets that are too leveraged, and you're going to see a lot of fairly well-known names in the space file for bankruptcy in the next 150 days if the price doesn't get north of 30. I think in West Texas, you can generally survive maybe in the mid-20s, but in places like the Bakken, you really need $35 oil to be able to make a living or produce profits, any profits.
Right, and of course, you know, Harold Hamm is a Bakken operator. He's got access to the White House. He has the president's ear, and a lot of people are wondering if this is an industry that warrants or should get some sort of a bailout. I only got 30 seconds, but your thoughts on a federal assistance for this industry?
Well, I think if Trump has a life preserver, it's time to throw it. But I think that, you know, the oil industry survived forever on survival of the fittest. And I think that's what's going to happen this time. The sharper, more efficient producers will figure out a way to make it through this. And those with the weaker balance sheets particularly and the weaker management teams won't be able to survive. And that's unfortunate that we're caught in the middle of this pandemic. But that's what the U.S. oil and gas industry has got to figure out how to succeed, you know, with this set of facts right now.
You know, it's an industry known for its grit, its risk-taking, and everything else. That's why it became #1 in the world, and I'm sure it will get back there. Dan, thank you for your time. Always appreciate it. Folks,